there are different laws in France around traffic stops. Last year, 13 people died at the hands of police at traffic stops.
It's a staggering number.
And a relative of Nahel the French teenager who was shot and killed by police, has said that they don't obviously want his death to spark riots, but insist the law around lethal force at traffic stops must change. I think a lot of people were shocked at the fact that French police had this power. It's something you sort of associate with American police, not with French police. Absolutely desperate scenes, of course, over the last couple of days in the wake of that tragic death. And we can speak to Amina Kalash, who is a journalist in Nanterre, which is where it happened. Amina, in fact, your family knew this young lad, didn't they?
Yes, my little brother has mutual friends with Nahel. He's also 17 years old, so it's like a teenager boy. They all know each other, playing football, making jokes. So it was very painful to see that a boy of 17 years old was shot by a policeman here in France.
I wonder if you can explain, Amina, this power that the French police have, and what might, you know, because Nahel's family are saying they want it changed. I mean, quite understandably. Is that the general feeling across France?
Yes, because we are now realizing how the system is violent. And when I talk about the system, I also talk about the police system, because we are in 2023, and how can a boy of 17 years old can be shot just because he was in his car, even if he hasn't his driving license. We are not supposed to die because of this, and so it's very violent now. People really demands also, specifically the young generation, like a fair justice, whether you're white or non-white people.
Amina, can I just ask you, because we have been seeing obviously terrible pictures on our television screens day after day over the weekend. The map which we've been showing our viewers show there have been these incidents happening all across France in lots and lots of different, not just city centres, but smaller towns. For you living in France, is this something that you are watching on the television like we are and thinking this is happening in places far away from you? Or is there a sense that this is something which is now widespread and is worrying people about their own safety going about their business in France? Because lots of people in Britain will be travelling to France on holiday in the next days, and we're all wondering how it feels to be in France at the moment.
It's not far away from home because I live in Nanterre. So I'm like in the middle of what is happening, and we can still smell the cars burning. We can still smell the riots. So the first time when the riots happened, we were like, oh wow, what is happening? We were afraid, and then we realized that it's like I don't know how to say this. An allumette is burning in many parts of France. Today, mainstream media in France are saying that the riots are more quieter, calmer, but the riots did not really subside last night. In some towns, they have stopped, yes, but in others, they have escalated. And the impression here is that the media no longer wants to show that the riots are not over. But when you go on the Twitter front, when you go on Snapchat, and even in some feeds in Telegram, you can see that it's still going on, and people are still angry. They are still in pain, and it's not because of Nahel. Nahel was just the breaking point. It's just like a you see the image of the iceberg, the image of the iceberg of a real social crisis here in France.
Yes, it's the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? And we understand what you mean. What will bring it to an end, Amina?
A fair justice. A fair justice, and also it's not just about the police, it's about the French government. Here we all know France's history with the protest, and we have the same 18 years in 2075, and also in 2005 and 2007. It was exactly the same. Yeah. What is new here is that the violence is increasing because in almost 20 years, nothing's changed. Yeah. It's worse. The violence. Yes.
Thank you, Amina. That's kind of do stay safe, and your kind of reflections are really important for us, and we really hope that that you're right, that we can see kind of action to rebuild trust as well as to restore order, which is, I think, what you're saying. Thank you very much indeed.
Amina, thanks very much indeed.